Today, not only today, but kutoka kitambo, we have been seeing pressure and tension between the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and the President William Samoei Ruto. What do you really think is really happening? Is this all about the drama ama ni vitu zenye hawa watu wanaelewa wanafanya nini?
Ukiniuliza Rigathi Gachagua, the former Deputy President, has never gotten out of impeachment yake. Ni machungu na inauma. Though it came too late. Sasa ndio labda anaona asara ya kupoteza na hiyo machungu ndio inaleta hii back and forth. Initially akiwa kwa government hakuwa naona, but now it's dawning on me how expensive ni uchungu ya ile amepoteza, uchungu ya kupoteza kiti.
Sasa kama ni uchungu, maybe what do you really think you as a patriot Kenyan, I don't know ile language mzuri ya kusema mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo yani, what do you really think anafaa kufanya? Unanielewa? Kama maybe ni machungu, anapaswa basi kuleta machungu kwa streets, kusimama mbele ya gari, yani juu ya huku juu kwa gari na kuanza kupasha rais, anapasha maybe watu wanafanya na rais kazi, ama anajaribu kuleta hiyo hasira kudumisha watu wenye wana support rais.
It's unfortunate ile anaendelea ni siasa ya uchochezi na mgawanyi. Those mimi nikimpatia unsolicited advice, he should get over hii impeachment bro. Sasa tunasikia amezindua chama, auze sera ya icha, aseme kama William Ruto ana program hii, yeye atueleze ako na program gani mbadala. If William Ruto ako na policies kama hizi, he should giving Kenyans alternative agenda to what William Ruto. Kama anasema hii ya William Ruto ifanyi kazi, yeye analete gani? Sio tu saa yote hii wimbo wanaimba ya unajua ile hii wimbo ya kila mahali yuko ni uchochezi tu. Hakuna program anaongelea, hakuna policy anaongelea. Hakuna ni is good at yani spewing political venom. Na ni smear campaign tu. Born out and motivated by anger. Yake ni politics ya anger. He should try and get 2 years is enough time. Hata kama ulikuwa umefewa, he should get over this and move on with life. And for him, he should move on with this political life. Vile sasa hako na chama, auze hii chama yake. Hii chama yake nasimamia nini? Naletea nini wake? Tofauti na ile iko kwa UDA na Kenya Kwanza.
What can you say, sir?
Thank you very much. I think kama mwananchi mzalendo, I'm really sorry for my brothers and sisters from Central Kenya, because what Mheshimiwa Gachagua is trying to do is trying to bring on board the central nation to help him settle his political scores with Mheshimiwa Ruto. And this why am I saying I'm perturbed is because I can only liken what is probably going to happen to the Kikuyu nation, what happened from the late 90s when Mzee Kenyatta left power up to the time Kibaki came in 2003. I'm foreseeing a desert setup of the Kikuyu nation. Because literally, I think Mheshimiwa Gachagua is a bitter soul. What Mheshimiwa is trying to propagate is hatred, is alienating the Kikuyu nation from other Kenyans. Because if at all it is about Ruto's failures to govern, he should be crisscrossing the country because he's worn the shoes of being a politician. And what normally happens with politics, like now he's formed a party, the sole intention is to acquire power. And acquiring power does not literally mean it is in the Kikuyu nation. Because when Mheshimiwa Gachagua is just trying to go around Kikuyu nation and talk hate, then literally is trying to galvanize the Kikuyu nation against other Kenyans. If at all it was policy-based, then even other Kenyans will see it right, what Mheshimiwa Gachagua is doing. But from the way I see him, like if I might depict, as a serious leader, you cannot use a chief, that's a state officer, to say he's trying to use the youths to throw stones. How can you validate that? It is like he's inciting the citizens against the government administration. And that a chief is such a small person in the hierarchy of leadership that is just trying to earn an honest living through the crown. Like the other day, I did see him. Why I'm saying he's spreading hate. I did see him wiping just a musician, Samido. Like, you cannot try to say, if you have a career path and a political divide that doesn't agree with you, you now wipe everybody not to attend to their functions. I'm even trying to think he was just not able to tell the women who were dancing for Mheshimiwa President when President toured the area. When you now start interfering with the economy of young people, then I think Mheshimiwa Gachagua should come to the reality that even besides Ruto, he will need other Kenyans, because there is it is not casted on stones that at one point he will not lead this country. But the way I see him going is alienating the Kikuyu nation from other Kenyans. But I thank God we are Kenya. In our country, we have a deficiency of stupid guys. I think if they are seeing it the way I'm seeing it, he should see it behind 18. The same concept I'm trying to see. They are saying Raila and Ruto are trying to bring back the Pentagon. I think it is all Mheshimiwa Gachagua bringing back the Pentagon, because he's alienating his community from other Kenyans. Yes.
Unajua, I think I can agree with your information, but I also need to understand from you guys. You know, you are a little bit you are seniors when it comes to political issues. Now, some of us, we would like to learn from you. What do you really think by now we need to do to avoid these issues? Because we want to see united Kenya, united leaders, and leaders who have got a common goal. Si wale wenye wanaweza tusiana, wenye wanaweza onyeshana vile wako so dominant, kutuonyesha vile mwingine kuna nguvu kuliko mwingine. What do you really think you can say about that?
Thank you very much. I think the only moral step Kenyans will take, one, we need to be patriotic. Two, after being patriotic, it means we need to disseminate information amongst ourselves that is beneficial and positive. When I say that, it means these leaders, it is not about Gachagua alone. We have leaders who are like the same as Gachagua. It is only that they are not outspoken. Like, we need to try to check, what is it that a leader is telling us? Is it policy-based? Is it about development? It is not about telling us, stop this, do this, 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms, Ruto must go, Gachagua must go. No. Fine, Gachagua must go. Why? And how do we come in? Because like when you tell us, we go and take ID cards. How do we take ID cards yet we cannot put 3 piece meals on the table? When you tell us the chief is throwing stones, at the level of Mheshimiwa Gachagua, despite the fact that he's holding no office now, but he's a de facto leader, he can make an effort of trying to check why is the chief going that route if it is truly what he's saying is right. Are you getting that? But mostly, I can only beseech our comrades. When I say comrades, I mean our sisters and brothers across the nation, to try to validate whatever thing a leader is saying. Because without that, we are going to get a crop of leaders that are not viable. Even if you leave Gachagua out of this. It is not about Gachagua alone. We have so many of them. Like you see, Natembea is given opportunity to serve. Is what is telling the Trans Nzoia and the lower nation is what is viable. As he shown from his example, that's this is what Wetangula ought to have done. This is what Musalia Mudavadi ought to have done. Instead of telling them, no, Tawe, how is Tawe going to bring food on the table of the lower nation? As he's shown beyond reproach, development-wise, that is brought Trans Nzoia to the level that is not be expected. Yes.
What can you say about that, my sir?
Ile shida iko hii watu citizenry should be able to, though ni ngumu, wasikuwe victims wa political incitement. What these guys are doing is not even criticized. Ni pure ethnic incitement, radicalization na extremism. But pia naomba authorities wenye juu sasa political temperatures na vitu kama hizi ndio kama watakoma, action should be taken. Agencies zile zinatakana ku fight incitement, agencies zile zinatakana ku fight radicalization, agencies zile zinatakana ku fight extremism should move against these people. Hao wenye wako kwa mambo ya incitement, across board hatua ichukuliwe dhidi yao.
So you really, okay, are you trying to say that if possible these people sasa mali mefikia ni wanafaa kupelekewa, yani kuchukuliwa hatua?
In fact, they should be no sacred cows. Na mtu level ya Gachagua wasifikirie ni untouchable. Kama na radicalize watu, hatua ichukuliwe juu yake. Because hata our friends even from Central Kenya, they are who are support genuinely, hata hao they are concerned that hii siasa ya Gachagua inawapeleka kwa vi na wataki hiyo, and they are iko wenye tayari wanaona hii siasa yake endi mzuri, but their fear is Gachagua left unchecked atawapeleka kwa vita dhidi ya the rest of Kenya.
Anyway, that is good. So what can you say about maybe this issue of 2027 mahali aliwahi sema kwamba 27 inaweza kuwa kama Christmas party, because he is really working hard if possible to bring out this President William Ruto out of the office. What can you maybe say about that?
Exactly. In fact, if you needed evidence, huyu mtu nia yake ni handshake. Nia yake ni handshake. Na handshake yake ni kwa sababu wana prepare kura itaibiwa. Akishindwa kura aanze vi. His idea is kwa akili yake anaona he wants to become another Raila, lakini yeye anataka vita to force himself into lakini this level of incitement should not be allowed. It should be contained in the before he grow. Yeye sasa naona anataka ku replicate scenario ya 2007 on a bigger